Hey, good morning, YouTube. What's happening, guys? You are tuned into Rules for Rebels. Today we're talking about Amazon merch, and I'm going to title today's video something along the lines of "This is why you aren't selling Amazon merch shirts." Now, obviously, there could be a lot of reasons that your shirts aren't selling. You could have bad designs. You could be targeting saturated niches. You could not be, targeting the right keywords for the buyers who are in your niche and things like that. But this particular example is one that I think a lot of people, especially a lot of new people to e-commerce and online marketing and Amazon merch are going to run into. And even as someone who's been doing merch for a couple years and has been doing e-commerce for even more years, even I find myself kind of falling into this trap. And basically the trap is going after trends, fads, and niches that are incredibly saturated. So later on in this video, I'm going to edit in another video I took last night. I took a screenshot of me browsing Amazon. I'll tell you guys what the niche is, or what the shirt topic is. I noticed a popular selling shirt. It says kindergarten stud, and it's got a pair of sunglasses under it. And when I go over to Amazon.com and search kindergarten stud shirt, there are, I think, 7 or 8 pages of results. It's 990 search results, and it literally took me about 2.5 minutes to scroll through the 7 pages of search results for kindergarten stud. Now, kindergarten stud shirts sell about 64 shirts a month. So let's think about this. You have 990 shirts up, and you have 64 people buying these shirts. So you have 990 people contending for the same 64 buyers. If you're not on page 1 above the fold, you're not going to be getting a huge number of sales. And, if you're on page 3, page 5, page 7, page 9, good luck ever getting a sale. And if you're constantly targeting really, really competitive niches like that, it's going to be really, really hard for you to get ahead. And I would almost make a comparison to Amazon FBA or even drop shipping. When you see all these drop shippers on online saying, rate my Shopify store, or here's my Shopify store, what's everybody drop shipping, right? People are drop shipping the same stuff: men's accessories, slim wallets, and watches, and money clips, or card holders. Camping hammocks, those, especially for like Amazon FBA, things like those bathtub faucet covers for kids that look like elephants. You have like everybody going out for the same products, and there's only so many. You have more product listings than you have buyers for those products. So I wanted to show you guys something, kind of my strategy. And like I said, this is something that I find myself falling into doing as well. So right now we're on Amazon merch. We're on Merch Informer. And we can search specific keywords. So if I wanted to put like, surfing shirt or something like that, I could do that. We can also search the top 100 sellers, top 200, 300, 500. And then we can also search shirts only by BSR score 1 to 100,000. And if a shirt has a BSR score of 1 to 100,000, it's probably going to sell, I would say, on the low end 3 to 4 per day, on the high end 15 or 20 per day. Probably on average, I would say 4 to 9. And then we can search for shirts that are 100,000 and above, and 100,000 and above could sell, I would say probably 1 to 3 a day. You probably potentially could get up to 5 to 8. But I think most people, understandably so, are going to search for 1 to 100,000, right? Because I want the shirts on Amazon merch that are selling the best. But keep in mind, every other person out there with Merch Informer is going to be doing the same thing. They're going to be looking for the top, 100,000 BSR score shirts, and it winds up being everybody who has this software winds up going after the same thing. So something that I've been doing, like if we look at the 1 to 100,000 and pull a search here. So, here's kind of the shirts that we have. This one's selling 651 shirts a month. This one's selling 405 shirts a month, 360, and I can see why these shirts look attractive, right? Like, oh crap, these, if I'm not mistaken, I think this shirt is actually the creator of Vexels. I think this is his shirt. But 360 shirts a month, like I would love to sell even a fraction of those 360 shirts a month. Like I should list this stuff. But, you would be shocked at how many people out there are selling hide and seek shirts. So what my strategy, like I said, would be to go here to 100,000 and above. Search that. We got to wait the 20 seconds. There it goes. And rather than selling hundreds of shirts a month, this one's selling 24 shirts a month. Most people, if they see they can make a shirt that sells 600 shirts a month or one that sells 24, most people are going to be going for the one that sells 600 a month. So for you kind of going for the low-hanging fruit, or, I hate to say scraps because I like the scraps and scraps doesn't sound that appealing, but if you go after the scraps here, yeah, there's not as many sales, but there's also way, way, way less competition. So, I might look for the stuff that's over 100,000 BSR score, and I may kind of dig deep into here. And, you know, I don't necessarily need to make the shirt that's going to sell 50 shirts a month. Like, if I find one that sells 6 or 8 shirts a month, but I'm the only person selling that shirt, or I'm one of 3 people selling that shirt as opposed to 990 people selling another shirt, I think I have a much better chance of getting sales. So that's kind of what the point of this video is today. Like I said, I'm gonna edit in a clip here of me kind of browsing through these kindergarten stud shirts, and you guys are gonna see exactly how many shirts are up there. And like I said, keep in mind, like, even if you have the coolest kindergarten stud shirt out there, if you're on page 9, nobody's ever gonna see it. And think about this when you start making Father's Day shirts, St. Patrick's Day shirts, whatever else. Like, every single other merch seller out there is going to be targeting these holidays and stuff with you. So rather than just doing a Father's Day shirt, you know, I'm being silly here, but you know, great to be a father of an albino kid. You know, like, how many albino kid fathers are buying Father's Day shirts out there? It's surely a lot less than people just buying generic Father's Day shirts. But how many people out there are making albino father shirts, or, you know, world's best dog dad? I guarantee you there's, I mean, now that's kind of saturated as well, but there's probably less people out there targeting dog dad shirts than there are selling, you know, generic Father's Day shirts. So if you can kind of start to cross mix these niches, that's a way to kind of separate yourself from the pack. You know, also keep in mind that people have like a wide array of interests. You know, yeah, dabbing unicorn shirts sell like crazy. But there's a lot of hobbies, a lot of interests, a lot of kind of sub niches and things like that that probably most sellers aren't exploring. I've talked about this before, but kind of one strategy that I've done is going on Google and searching for like the 50 weirdest hobbies. And, you know, it could be something like mini golf or falconing, where, you know, you train falcons to go catch mice or whatever else. Metalworking, you know, woodworking. I'm trying to think of like some other weird, you know, turkey calling. Like, there's all types of weird, obscure hobbies where, like, yeah, it's a very small niche and there's probably not tens of thousands of buyers out there for it. But I guarantee you may be the only seller selling world's best turkey collar shirts, you know, out there. So, you know, I think a lot of times, I think we have the natural inclination to want to go after the best selling stuff. Oftentimes going for the low-hanging fruit is going to wind up having a lot less competition, is going to get you ahead a lot more. So that's kind of what I got for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.